Okay, so lots of the level 4 questions ask us to be able to convert between improper fractions and mixed numbers, so we can do the more complicated questions later on in the course. And any fraction that's bigger than 1 can either be written as an improper fraction, which means it's top heavy, the numerator is bigger than the denominator, or it can be written as a whole part and a fraction part. So here we've got 7 out of 3. Because 7 is bigger than 3, it's a top heavy fraction. It's bigger than 1. So we're going to try and change that to a mixed number. Now, here, this is read as 7/3. So let's have a look at what a third looks like. I'm going to take a pizza and I'm going to divide it into 3 equal parts. So there, it's going to look something like a Mercedes symbol. That's 3/3. Now, in this question, it tells me I've got 7/3. So I'm looking at having 7 of them. Well, in my first pizza, I've got 1, 2, 3/3. My second pizza then gives me another 4, 5, and 6/3. So I've got 6 of my thirds. I need 1 more. So there's my 1 more. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7/3. That gives me 2 whole pizzas and a fraction left over. It gives me 2 wholes, and this bit that's left over is a third. It's 1/3. So I get 2 wholes and 1/3. And it's always helpful to draw a diagram if you're not sure about this. Now, the second way of doing it is to divide your numerator by your denominator. So I've got 7 divided by 3. Well, if I go up in my 3 times table, 3, 6, it gives me 2, remainder 1. So the 2 is this 2 here. The 1 becomes the numerator. So it's 2, which is my whole part, my 1, which was the remainder from doing my division, and then my denominator, which stays the same. Now you can do it in either way, either by doing division or by drawing a picture if that's easier for you. So the denominator stays the same. We're going to have a look at 2 1/5 to improper fractions. So this time my pizza's divided into 5 slices. So here's my fifths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They should be the same size. They're not. It's not perfect. So that's a pizza divided into 5 slices. So if I've got 2 1/5, well, there's my first pizza divided into 5 slices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's my second pizza divided into 5 slices. And I've got 1 more slice left over because it's 2 1/5. That's 2 wholes and my 1/5 there. So the question is, how many fifths have I got in total? Well, I've got 5 here, 5 here, so that's 5 10, plus another one, which gives me my 11 fifths. Notice that denominator never changes. That's my unit. The size of the slices never changes. It's just whether I'm counting in whole pizzas and leftover slices, or whether I'm counting number of slices. So here we're doing exactly the opposite. So one way of doing it is, because I've got 2 whole pizzas with 5 slices in each pizza, I'm going to do 2 times 5. That tells me that I have 10 slices here. I've got another slice here which I need to add on. 2 times 5 plus 1 equals 11 over 5. So I've got that, by multiplying my 2 and my 5. So it's the whole number times denominator plus numerator. So I did the whole number times by the denominator, which was 10, plus the numerator, which gave me 11 out of 5. And again, denominator stays the same. Okay, take a second to write down those worked examples, and I'm going to give you some questions to try yourself. Okay, 10 questions for you to try here. The first lot, you're converting improper fractions into mixed numbers, so you're going to need to divide numerator by the denominator. For the second lot, you're converting mixed number to improper fractions, so it's a multiplication question. Alright, have a go at those questions. Pause the video while you do that, and then we'll have a look at some answers. Okay, let's quickly mark those. So 3 goes into 5 once, with a remainder of 2. 4 goes into 9 twice, with a remainder of 1. 11 goes into 34 3 times, with a remainder of 1. 20 goes into 99 4 times, with a remainder of 19. 15 goes into 40 twice, with a remainder of 10. Now I don't like that, because that's not in its simplest form. So we should simplify it, which gives me 2. 5 goes into 10 twice, and into 15 3 times. Okay, next one, 1 and 2/5. 1 times 5 is 5, add 2 gives me 7. 7 out of 5. 1 times 12 is 12, add 7 gives me 19. 1 times 32 is 32, add 14 gives me 46 out of 32. Again, don't really like it because it's not in its simplest form. 23 out of 16. 13 times 16, now this is getting a bit more complicated. 13 times 16. 6 times 3 is 18, so 8 carry the 1 gives me 78. Plus 130 gives me 802, gives me 208, plus 7 gives me 215 over 16. 5 times 15 gives me 75, add 4 gives me 79 over 15. Okay, pause the video, mark your work. Give yourself then a mark out of 10 please, and if you need any more assistance on the topic, please look at Hegarty clips 63 and 64. Well done.